Hey guys, it's Tommy TM and welcome back to another park review on Planet Coaster Console Edition here on my channel. Today's park is called Coaster World and it was uploaded to the PS4 Frontier Workshop by a user called Wingchamp. I'll put the name and the park name down in the description below in case you want to search for this on the PS4 Workshop yourselves. There wasn't much of a description on the workshop. It just kind of says that the park isn't complete yet, and there was an edit to say that the temple area has been recently, the scenery's been added to it. Other than that, it just says that if you're running this on a standard PS4, which I am, it just says that there will be lag. Now, I have tried to combat that as best I can. There was 4,000 guests in here at the start. I've reduced that down to 1,000 just so it runs a little bit smoother for my system, and so this video is not jolty. So yeah, just bear that in mind. If you look around and think it's quite empty, it's just because I've reduced the number of guests. But yeah, it looks a fairly exciting park. A lot going off, and it isn't. Although it's called Coaster World, it isn't just coasters. There's a good number of flat rides about. So yeah, it'll be good to get a look in. So yeah, let's do that now. Let's go back to the start. We'll go straight into the tunnel so we can get the full experience of what the guests will get. So, first thing, litter. Shocking. Right. So here's the entrance. He's got a little desk with a computer, which I like. There's very good little piece of detail there. It's not necessary. He doesn't have to do that, but it does look it does look good, obviously, because you wouldn't just normally walk into the park. You'd have the ticket booth. So yeah, I do like that. That's a nice little touch. Really good little entrance sign there with Coaster World on. Really like that. I like how he's made these little. He's used these curved roofs to make this sort of like weird pattern, but it works really well. It does work really well. I'm a big fan of that. So got a coaster here, Airtime. What we got on the other side? Some ATMs, some toilets, and some intro. Sort of entrance area plaza kind of shops. So yeah, let's go and ride Airtime, I think. So let's just go down the queue line. See what this is like. This is very secluded. I like this coaster coming down next to the queue. Always a fan of that. Always a fan of the queue getting involved in the ride quite early on. Nice little maze queue line, and here is the ride. Just before I hop on this, I just want to point out the Oswald Eugene counter for this park is 93% at the minute, I believe. So yeah, oh no, 91%. Apologies. There we are, 91%. So yeah, it can still add more into this park, but not a great deal. So let's have a look then. So there are the results for this coaster. Quite a good set of results, really. It's 755 metres long, goes up to 51 mile an hour, and the biggest drop is 25 metres. Now it's called Airtime. I'm assuming that means there's going to be lots of dips and troughs. I've not ridden this myself yet. I've not looked at anything. I want to ride these rides, sort of going in blind, a bit like you guys. So don't want to see that. I want to be in the station here, so yeah, we'll just sit and wait. Oh, he's got a lovely hat on. Oh, where's his eyes? Are they his eyes? Oh, if they're his eyes, where's his eyebrows? Anyway, let's what are we waiting for? Is the train? Is the one back yet? No, I think what we do, just to save time, I think we just flick it to test run, and then jump on it, speed it up a little bit, and now we jump on. There we go. Really good coaster, that. I mean, it does what it says on the tin. It does give you a lot of airtime. No inversions on it, but like you say, there's a lot of these dips and hill climbs, etc., giving you lots of airtime going around. The only thing I probably would say is there's not a lot of theming going on for the rest of the ride. The entrance area, really nice. Really like the design here. Love the fact that the train kind of comes into the brake run in between the bits of queue line, but I think the rest of this be good to have a bit of theming. I don't know what theming to go for. I don't know whether you'd stick with the same sort of style here, or whether you'd sort of try and blend it in with the pirate ship here. Just something around there would be really good. But in terms of the track itself, I think really nice little coaster, especially just to start the park as you go in. So let's make our way down the main street. We've got Missy Good Time Food, a few little food outlets and donut stores. Load more shops here. Oh, these are all buying the hats. These are all getting their see putting out here. What do you reckon? Do you think they're buying these little crowns that everyone's getting? I know, he's taking his time about it though, isn't he? Oh, no, there we are. Look, we've got Robin Hood. We've got a trucker hat and a cowboy. Nice. Right, let's keep going. Guest information. Got a balloon ride. I love the backdrop to the balloon ride here. Actually, I think that looks really nice. To curve the walls around the side. Because I mean, looking at it from behind, you can see the gaps in between, and obviously no one's going to see that, so it doesn't really matter, does it? So I really like that. But then the little curved sections here look really good as well. That's quite impressive, to be fair. That is, and this bit. So yeah, no, really like that. Really do rate that. So let's carry on. Nice Ferris wheel. Oh, bushes there. Nice Ferris wheel there. See, I like putting Ferris wheels in parks, but I always find that it's hard to find a place for them where they don't sort of take up the view, because they're so big. I mean, I suppose down here it doesn't really take up that much of the view because it's off to the side a little bit. But yeah, no, I do like a good Ferris wheel down there. This is a funky little building. Just a memento. That's the queue line for the balloon ride. Nuclear personnel. That's the other thing I didn't mention. The person who built this, I'm assuming is German, because in the description starts off in German. So my German isn't very good, so I will be taking a guess that this means staff room or work personnel only, or something along those lines. But yeah, apologies, my German is not best. So we'll go left and we'll loop our way back round. So if we go down here, nice little outdoor area with some vending machines. I like that tree. That's a very nice tree. It's nicely. Well, that looks really good at night time. Actually, it's, yeah, that looks cool. I like that. Oh, and it squirts water as well. Sorry, it doesn't squirt water. There's water fountains. My bad. But yeah, no. Really rate that. And the little waterfall here. So we'll swing around the main path. I'm assuming this is like a pirate area, or some sort of. What's that? Is that a? That's a staff building with a with a cowboy on top shooting. Nice. Oh, there's an empty sign there. Could put something on that. This is nicely decorated. Very full on theming. That's the key for the pirate ship. That is really nice, to be fair. Really in-depth theming for the queue line. I think the queue lines can make or break a ride as well, to be fair. With the pirate ship, it's quite hard to build around it, because obviously you can't interfere with it too much. But if you can decorate the surrounding area, including the path, I think it blends it all in really well. And yeah, I think that's what he's done here with the pirate ship. And it does look really good, especially on the edge near the water as well. Like I say, if you could extend that and turn this into a pirate themed coaster, although I suppose the entrance then has a different theme. It's a really tricky one because it comes close, but I just think you could do something with that track. That's all. So yeah, that's the pirate ship. Let's go back out of this area. What have we got down here? A whirly rig. Love a good whirly rig. I think it's got to be my favourite family-friendly ride on Planet Coaster for sure. So yeah, massive fan of the whirly rig. Although he's changed him. Thinking about it, he's changed the music, hasn't he? There's normally a really catchy / annoying friendly song being sung at the same time. Some more refreshments down there. We missed the coaster down here, didn't we? The coaster, I think it's called Outlaw. Outlaw. Yeah, there we go. Really nice blue line. Very nice in between the track. Go around the bend here. And we shall hop on. See what this is like. We'll have a look at the results afterwards. That was really fun. That was a good coaster. Packs a lot into what seems a small area there, but it does take up a large footprint. But yeah, I do always like these RMC hybrid coasters. There's one or two bends that seem quite sharp in there, but other than that, I think if they were smoothened out a little bit, that's a very good coaster. That again, similar stats to the first coaster. In all fairness. Similar max speed, similar biggest drop. It just went on a bit longer, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. Especially I like this rock head chopper element that came into it halfway through. That was really good. So yeah, really impressive coaster so far. I forgot where we were now. Where's the entrance to Outlaw gone? Yeah, the pirate ship won it here. There. So, go on the end of here. More shops and toilets. Staff room. See, that's nice having the staff room hidden off down there like that, because that is quite realistic to a real life park. Flat ride here. like this little decoration here. This undertakers and the water tank, and yeah, very good theme into that. He spent a lot of time theming the flat rides, which is really nice to see, to be fair. And something again I need to probably pick up when I'm building my parks. That's probably one of my weaknesses, is the flat rides. I don't necessarily theme as much. I might put some rocks around it, some trees, or change the terrain, but I probably don't put enough theme in like this, because I think this really adds to it, and it almost blends in the flat ride and camouflages it to an extent. So yeah, no, really do like the theme in there. And all the way down this bit, I mean, if you just look at that street there, if there's a family of four to move out of the way, if you look at that street there, it looks really it's really neat and impressive, and yeah, you can imagine this being a proper park, which is obviously the aim of this game. So right, what's this ride down here? There seems to be a sign to it. Let's take this. Ah, again, that is really nicely built on, and the fact he's built the buildings right on the edge of here, that blends in so well. That's probably my favourite one so far out of the flat rides. That's my favourite piece of theming for sure. And yeah, he's just blended all of them in really well. I think it makes such a massive difference. That's the that's the key for that little flat ride there. Underneath this archway. Eingang Skyfall. Bit of a queue for it. Aha! Tell you what, we'll go on this one. We'll have a look at it. Skyfall is cheap as chips, apparently, according to somebody. Yeah, let's have a look at it.
Oh, Vinci ist noch ein bisschen. Ja,
Such a good flat ride, drop towers are. But you really got a good view of the park there. You almost did like a 360 on the way up to get a good look at it all. So yeah, no, really nice that is. And the fact that it's built inside this Outlaw coaster as well works really well. In fact, to be fair, a lot of the flat rides are built within and around the track. So yeah, no, really good. So what we got down here? Cursed Lands. Nice little skull entrance. What we got? Is this a path? Yep. Shops. And that's the exit to a flat ride that is on one of the octopus flat rides with bubbles all around. That's nice how it sank into the ground, that is, because you can't see that from level, so maybe not bush level definitely, but you can't see that from path level. So that's really nice, unless you want to look over that fence. So yeah, we'll keep going around here. So I'm assuming that's how you get down to that. Around here, just get rid of Blake Tompkins, whatever his name is. Is this the way onto the coaster, or is this the way off? Ah, that's the way off, because the mechanic's coming out of it. So, here we go, there's the entrance onto it. Nice use of rocks instead of the fences. That's always good. And then put the railings in here. That's nice. Right. Let's have a look. There's the stats for this one. And results. 81 seconds, so it should be a fairly short coaster, just over a minute, but with a hill climb as well. So let's. I don't want to give any tips. Right, let's have a look at this. Very nice coaster again. That coaster seemed longer than what I thought it was going to be, and every time you thought, oh, it's slowing down now to come back into the station, there was just another loop coming. I don't know about you guys watching, but that's what it certainly seemed like anyway. And the fact that it goes all the way around here as well, to pack all that in, I'd love to know at what stage. Like, did he build the coaster first and then do the rocks around it and then put the rides in? I'd love to know the stage, the stages that he did different parts to build that up, because it works really well. It's like, like these inversions here. I'm assuming he must have built the coaster and then built the path and rocks around it like that. But no, look, that looks really, really nice. So yeah, we'll go back through this bit and through here. That's the entrance to that coaster. What's that one called actually? I think I put the name of that one. There's no sign for it. What was the name of that one? Wild Dragon. Wild Dragon. So here's a queue line. I believe it's going to another coaster. Where do they go down there? Oh, they're coming uphill. Oh, that's nice. That's probably my favourite station theming to date. I think that looks really, really neat. With the, because you can't actually tell where the standard station that you put into a ride when you first start building it. You can't tell where that ends on the side. I think that looks really, really cool. Yeah, massive fan of that. Massive fan of the sort of abandoned castle where he's got he's built the castle pieces and then put rocks at the side for the ruins. It works so well. So yeah, massive fan of that. And it's a dragon as well. So this is Flight of the Dragon. We've just been on Wild Dragon. This is Flight of the Dragon. So yeah, there's the stats for it. The excitement level is down on this one, I imagine, because it's a junior coaster. It's very hard to get excitement levels up on it. But and again with the max speed and the biggest drops, it's quite hard to get on. But for a junior coaster, it does quite good. It's quite a station. Yeah, really nice junior coaster that was. Blends in well and links up with the other coaster quite well. Where was I wanted to find that? So there's the dragon. So we've had Wild Dragon and Flight of the Dragon. And obviously when the junior coaster got to the top of here, that dragon sat on top. There was a little bit. Is it just in here? Yeah, it is. Where you've got this sort of sleeping dragon down here, which I think was a really nice little effect. I can't speak today. Really nice little effect as you come around the bend. It's a it's a little sleeping dragon look. So yeah, really nicely themed and decorated that is. I'm assuming this is the area that he's on about, that he's just finished. Well, he's just added some scenery to in this temple area. It could be further along, but yeah, I think this whole area, the path layout here as well looks really nice. It's yeah, really well themed. I mean, the amount of rocks he's got in here must have taken him some time to do, but you know, as I've said on my own series, the rocks do so much, and they can add they can make such a difference to the way an area looks from a distance, looks up close. So yeah, really, I mean, if you are starting out on your own parks, really suggest using the rocks to your advantage. There's a wall there, and I'm not quite sure why. So people can't get through, maybe. There's oh, I think this bit. Okay, so we've done the dragon area. Now this bit, I'm assuming is his latest bit, because this bit isn't open yet. That's why he's got the wall up. That's why there's a red light there. It means it's shut. So this is his temple bit that he's been building. So that's why there's not much theming. So I won't suggest doing anything there, because I'm assuming he already knows. Although I like the fact he's put rocks on the bottom of the supports in the corner. So, let's have a wander through here, because he has built a coaster and done a lot of the theming. So this must be the temple bit that he's not fully finished theming yet. So, I mean, on the layout, the size of this coaster is quite impressive. I mean, there's two trains there going along at the same time. So yeah, let's try and find the entrance to it. Oh, that's a nice little hidden flat right there, underneath these rocks. I think this is the queue line. The temple. Okay. Oh, what we got here? Nice big statue. And here is the station. So, let's go on that one. We want this one. Before we get on that, actually, let's just have a look at the stats while we're waiting in there. So these are the stats on the test run. Obviously, don't know if he's going to be changing any of this, because he is still working on this section. But no, very good stats there. So let's just quickly hop on train 2. go. That was the Temple. Really, really good little coaster. Well, I say little coaster. Really good big coaster. That. Very nicely themed. There's clearly a lot of time has been spent on that, especially the entrance bit inside here. Well, inside that bit and inside the station itself, the temple area as you came out, really, really nicely built. If I had to have one criticism of that coaster, and it is only a minor one, is I think there was too many brake runs, like halfway around the track. So, like, for example, there's one there, and then it goes down a drop, comes back up, and then there's another brake one there, and it kind of felt stop-start at that point. But I mean, like I say, that's if I had to have one criticism. Obviously, there's one there before it goes back in the station as well. So yeah, I think other than that, then I really, really thought that was a good ride. If there was just a little less braking, again I can't speak today, a little less braking, and just trying to carry the speed over. But obviously, if that's how it's got to be, because without the brakes then it would get too quick, then so be it. But no, I think the area itself looks fantastic. It's a really, really well themed area, so yeah, really impressive. So let's try and follow this path out of this area. Where are these going? Is this one we've already done? Yeah, we've already done Wild Jack, haven't we? So I think we've about done them all, haven't we? We've not been down this bit yet. One of these little flyers here, and we've got this funky looking coaster here. This is interesting. Skyforce. Now you don't often see this type of coaster in Planet Coaster. It's a sort of back and forth ride here. So you don't often see that. Let's just see what the test results are like. There's quite good results. Quite good results in terms of excitement. The same as all the other coasters around on this park. So yeah, let's have a go on it. It's a very unique coaster. That really good and really nicely themed in the station, and I think it blends into this area quite well. It certainly blends in. I do like how, even though the buildings are literally touching each other, that the areas never mix. And I noticed this as well. Where was it? It was over this bit here. So as you come round, you can obviously got these buildings here. It's got this restaurant here, which is obviously a space theme, restaurant Atom, and it's got this sort of building facade here, which hasn't got anything in it, but it joins on to this wooden building that the hybrid coaster goes in. Now, from this side, it looks like a wooden building, and from there, it's a space one, and you don't often see that. You don't often see two very different themes join on, but it works, and that is quite it's quite impressive, and it does look really good. And it's a way to kind of build everything very close together, but in such a way that it's it doesn't sort of take away from other areas. So I think, looking at that, Well, we're back on the final straight. So yeah, no, I really like that park. I would love to come back after he's finished theming this bit, when the build is probably at a 100%. I mean, he's got this path leading down here, which I'm assuming is going to bring in towards the entrance. So yeah, no, would like to see that when it's 100% complete. But no, really impressive park. A lot of different coasters, all very good in their own way. Very good theming, especially on the flat rides. So yeah, really impressive. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have, then please leave me a like and maybe subscribe if you are new. And if you do want to look at this park yourself, I'll leave the description with the details in there. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.